Hey guys, welcome to Aviksha. In this video, we are going to discuss some psychological facts. Can you tell me what is psychology?
Yes, psychology is the scientific study of mind and behavior. Psychology includes the study of conscious and unconscious phenomena, including feelings and thoughts.
Yes, I know that psychology has four main types: clinical psychology, cognitive psychology, behavioral psychology, and biopsychology.
Fun fact, the average human brain weighs 3 pounds and is made up of 73% water.
According to Paul Reber, professor of psychology at Northwestern University, the human brain can store an estimated 2,500,000 gigabytes.
That's like 1.2 billion average PC hard drives, enough CDs to make a stack which would reach beyond the moon, and 15 libraries for every person on the planet. Do you know, psychologists have studied when one rule seems too strict, people not only break that rule, but they break even more than they otherwise would have in an effort to regain their freedom.
No wonder.
No wonder what.
Never mind. Hearing a single negative thing could damage at least 5 positive memories.
Oh, vitamin B1 is essential for producing the brain chemical acetylcholine, which is needed for concentrating and storing memories.
Fun fact, your mind rewrites monotonous speeches of boring people to make it interesting.
So that's how I sit through those lectures. Do you know 90 minutes of sweating can temporarily shrink the brain as much as 1 year of aging does?
Well, that's an excuse to skip workout.
If we have a plan B, our plan A is less likely to work.
Okay, so no plan Bs. Got it. Food prepared by someone else tastes much better than your own preparation, even when you use the exact same recipe.
So don't get discouraged if your friend's cupcakes taste better than yours. Our brain size has decreased by 10% since we were hunter gatherers.
So our ancestors were smarter than us.
It's not about smartness, it's just the brains. I mean, you didn't see Wi Fi back then, did you?
Did you know we're the most imaginative in the night and the least creative in the day?
Explains why my projects done late night are better than others. You're conditioned to enjoy the songs you've most listened to in high school.
Comment down the songs you've heard most in high school. Human behavioral studies have shown that a person who loses a mobile phone experiences a fear comparable to a near death experience.
I'm gonna go find my phone. A hug longer than 20 seconds will produce hormones in your body that make you trust the individual who's hugging you.
What are you waiting for? Go hug your family. Did you know that children think and reason largely in the same ways as adults?
So don't always take little kids lightly.
Researchers have found that a baby's brain is like a lantern. It is aware of everything. An adult's brain, however, is more like a flashlight, consciously focused on specific things but ignoring all the background. So scientists suggest that creative people have retained some ability to think like an infant.
Baby power is not to be underestimated. Mental health is less spoken of than physical health, yet more effective than physical health.
Yes, that's true. Some mental disorders are anxiety disorders, depression, bipolar disorder, post traumatic stress disorder, schizophrenia, eating disorders, disruptive behavior and dissocial disorders, neurodevelopmental disorders.
According to WHO, in 2019, 301 million people had anxiety disorder, including 58 million children and adolescents. Some anxiety disorders are generalized anxiety disorder, that is excessive worry, panic disorder, also known as panic attacks, social anxiety disorder, as in excessive fear and worry in social situations, separation anxiety disorder, characterized by excessive fear or anxiety about separation from those individuals to whom the person has a deep emotional bond, and others.
Some symptoms of a panic attack may include shortness of breath, dizziness, rapid heartbeat, choking, and nausea. However, one can recover with treatment, that is, therapies, anxiety management, and relaxation techniques. In 2019, 40 million people, including children and adolescents, were living with the conduct dissocial disorder.
Treatments for it include parental education for the parents, family therapy for the entire family, cognitive behavioral therapy for the child, anger management for them to learn how to control their growing frustration, and encouragement, as many children with behavioral disorders experience repeated failures at school, and encouraging the child to excel in their particular talents can help to build self esteem.
In 2019, 218 million people were living with depression, including 23 million children and adolescents. During a depressive episode, the person experiences depressed mood, feeling sad, irritable, empty, or loss of pleasure or interest in activities for most of the day, nearly every day for at least 2 weeks.
Some other symptoms are poor concentration, feelings of excessive guilt or low self worth, hopelessness about the future, thoughts about dying or suicide, disrupted sleep, changes in appetite or weight, and feeling especially tired or low in energy. People with depression are at an increased risk of suicide.
Yet, effective psychological treatment exists, and depending on the age and severity, medication and different types of therapy may also be considered.
Post traumatic stress disorder or PTSD may develop following exposure to an extremely threatening or horrific event or series of events. It is categorized by all of the following: re experiencing the traumatic event or events in the present through memories, flashbacks, or nightmares, avoidance of thoughts and memories of the event, or avoidance of activities, situations, or people reminiscent of the event, and persistent perceptions of heightened current threat. These symptoms persist for at least several weeks and cause significant impairment in functioning. The psychological treatment of PTSD
Involves confronting the traumatic memory and working through thoughts and beliefs associated with the experience as part of a safe relationship with a trained person. The treatments can reduce PTSD symptoms, lessen anxiety and depression, improve a person's quality of life. Schizophrenia affects approximately 24 million people, or 1 in 300 people worldwide.
Symptoms of schizophrenia include hallucinations, delusions, thought disorder, social withdrawal, lack of motivation, blunted emotions, inappropriate responses, impaired thinking and memory, and lack of insight. Medication, hospital care, and rehabilitation are the best forms of treatment. Admission to hospital is only necessary during crisis, as normal living can resume once the symptoms subside. Many people with schizophrenia have led full and productive lives. Eating disorders. In 2019, 14 million people experienced eating disorders, including almost 3 million children and adolescents. Eating disorders such as anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa involve abnormal eating and preoccupation with food as well as prominent body weight and shape concerns.
Many different forms of therapy are available because eating disorders affect people physically and mentally. A range of health professionals might be involved in treatment, including psychiatrists, psychologists, GPs, dietitians, social workers, nurses, and dentists.
Neurodevelopmental disorders are behavioral and cognitive disorders that arise during the developmental period and involve significant difficulties in the acquisition and execution of specific intellectual, motor language, or social interactions. Neurodevelopmental disorders include disorders of intellectual development, autism, and ADHD.
Effective treatment options exist, including psychosocial interventions, behavioral interventions, occupational and speech therapy. For certain diagnoses and age groups, medications may also be considered. WHO's Comprehensive Mental Health Action Plan 2013 to 2030 recognizes the essential role of mental health in achieving health for all people.
That's great. Having positive and happy people around you can keep you happier.
So keep a positive mind and keep the people around you happy. Asking will I is more motivating than saying I will.
So you know what to ask yourself now. There's a psychological reason why you felt that your phone vibrated when there's actually no notification. This condition is called the phantom vibration syndrome, and a whopping 68% of the population suffers from it.
Ooh. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe our channel and share this video with your friends.